breaking boundary. The first rays of dawn touched the Margala hills. Birds chirped faintly in the cool air. A wide, dusty cricket ground in Islamabad lies nearly empty. Only one figure moves steadily in the middle of the pitch. Islamabad wakes slowly, but for Aisha, mornings mean one thing: cricket. Aisha, 19, slim but strong, adjusts her worn-out sneakers. The bat she holds has a crack in the handle, bound together with layers of black tape. She sets the ball carefully on the ground, tosses it up, and swings. The sound of willow against ball echoes across the silent field. Her younger brother, Hamza, walks lazily to the edge of the ground, yawning. Hamza teasing, "Why are you wasting time? Girls don't play cricket like this. You should be learning to cook or study medicine." Aisha, breathing hard, eyes fixed. "One day, Hamza, you'll see. I'll play for my country." Hamza laughs, shakes his head, and walks away. Aisha keeps swinging, sweat dripping, determination in her eyes, inside a small but cozy Islamabad home. The family gathers around a wooden dining table. The smell of parathas and chai fills the air. Her mother serves breakfast, glancing at Aisha with concern. "Mother Aisha, you must focus on your medical entrance exams. Cricket will not feed you. What will people say about a girl running around with boys in the ground?" Aisha takes a sip of chai, staying calm. Aisha, I don't want to be a doctor. My heart belongs to cricket. I want to play professionally. Her father, serious and traditional, lowers his newspaper with a headline about the men's national team winning a match. Father sternly, "Stop living in dreams. Girls don't make it into the national team. Even if they do, they face humiliation. Study, become a doctor, that is, respect." Eyes glisten, but she refuses to look away. Aisha, quiet but firm. "Respect comes when we follow our passion, Abu." The table falls silent. Only the clock ticks in the background. At a college playground, Aisha joins a group of girls practicing cricket. Their equipment is shabby plastic bats, taped tennis balls, worn shoes. Still, laughter fills the air. Their coach, a middle-aged woman, observes, "Coach, girls, remember, footwork is everything. Aisha, show them how it's done." Aisha takes stance, swings, and the ball flies across the field. The other girls cheer, ringed, clapping. "Aisha, you're better than any boy I've seen in our street." The coach, however, sighs with a mix of admiration and sadness. "Coach, you play beautifully. But no girl from here has ever made it to the national side. The doors are not open for us." Aisha grips her bat tighter, her jaw set. "Then I'll break those doors." One evening, Aisha and her college teammates walk past a group of boys playing street cricket in Islamabad, SG9 sector. The boys snicker, boy mocking. "Look, the college girls are here. Want to try? Cricket isn't gully danda for you." Aisha stops, fire in her eyes. "Aisha, give me the bat. Let's see who plays better." The boys laugh but hand her the bat. Aisha adjusts her dupatta, takes stance. The bowler smirks and runs in fast. She swings, crack the ball, flies into the neighbor's roof. The crowd of children watching erupts in cheers. The boys' laughter fades. Spectator kid, "Did you see that shot? She plays like a pro." Aisha returns the bat calmly. Aisha, 2 boys. Next time, respect the game, not the gender. A large cricket club ground in a posters read, National Cricket Talent Hunt. Trials today. Dozens of young men line up with kits. Aisha arrives in her plain chawo kameez, holding her taped bat. Selectors sit behind a table. Aisha politely, Assalamualaikum. I want to register for the trials. One selector laughs. Selecta, beta. This is not for girls. You should try college tournaments. Not here. Aisha, just one chance. Let me bat. If I fail, I'll leave. The selectors shake their heads. Second selector mocking, we don't have time for drama. Go home. Tears sting her eyes. She walks away, clutching her bat tightly. Outside the ground, she whispers to herself, Aisha, one day they will regret this. Later, at a small local ground in Rawalpindi, Aisha continues practicing alone. She swings again and again, ignoring her blistered hands. An older man, Coach Samir, watches silently from the boundary. His face is weathered, eyes sharp with experience. He steps forward. Coach Samir, you have talent, but talent is wasted without guidance. Aisha looks up, surprised. Aisha, who are you? Coach Samir. I played domestic cricket once. Not many know me now, but I know what real batting looks like. And you, Betty, have it. Aisha grips her bat tighter. Aisha, hopeful. Will you train me? Samir smiles faintly. Coach Samir. Training is hard. People will insult you, humiliate you, but if you have the courage, I'll make you ready for the world. Aisha nods without hesitation. Aisha, I am ready. And so began the journey that would test not only her skills, but her strength against a nation's doubts. The Rawalpindi parks awaken with morning joggers and chai vendors. Amid the bustle, Aisha trains tirelessly under Coach Samir's watchful eye. To fight centuries of bias, she needed more than talent. She needed discipline, endurance, and a heart that would never quit. Samir makes her run sprints around the ground at dawn, push-ups in the dust, shadow batting in front of a cracked mirror, practicing strokes against boys in the park who bowl with all their strength. At times, she collapses in exhaustion. Samir helps her up. Coach Samir, cricket is not about muscles, it is about the mind. Remember this, when the world says you cannot, your bat must answer louder. She nods, sweat dripping, determination shining. Weeks later, Samir bursts into practice with a flyer in his hand. Coach Samir excited. Look at this, Islamabad is hosting the first open gender cricket tournament. Any player can participate. No restrictions. Aisha's eyes widen. Aisha, this is it. This is my chance to prove myself. Coach Samir serious. Yes, but be ready. They will laugh. They will insult. But if your bat speaks, no one can silence you. Aisha clutches the flyer, her heartbeat racing. At home, Aisha nervously tells her parents about the tournament. Aisha softly, Abu Ami, I want to play in this open tournament. If I do well, selectors might see me. Her father slams his teacup down. Father angry. No daughter of mine will humiliate us in front of men. Do you want neighbors gossiping? Do you want your name in the newspapers as a shameless girl? Aisha, pleading. Abu, Just one chance. If I fail, I'll quit cricket forever. Please. The room falls into silence. Father looks away, his jaw tight. That night, as Aisha sits on her bed, her mother quietly enters, slipping a few rupees into her hand. Mother whispering, "Go, Betty. Follow your heart. Allah has given you this gift for a reason." Aisha hugs her mother tightly, tears streaming down. The stadium in Islamabad buzzes with energy. Stalls sell samosas and pakoras. Children wave flags and loudspeakers announce the macaws. Dozens of male teams gather in colorful kits. Aisha walks in with her simple bat, dressed in a modest sports outfit. Whispers ripple through the crowd, spectator one mocking, "Look, a girl! This must be a publicity stunt." Spectator 2, "She won't last one over." Even the commentator chuckles on the mic. Ladies and gentlemen, an unusual Saitisha Khan, the only female player in this open tournament. Aisha lifts her chin, ignoring the laughter. Samir stands at the boundary, giving her a firm nod. The match begins. Aisha takes guard. The bowler smirks, runs in fast, and delivers a bouncer. The ball whizzes past her, almost hitting her helmet. The crowd bursts out laughing. Aisha breathes hard, gripping the bat tighter. Samir signals from the boundary, "Focus, Betty. Play your game." The next ball comes. She swings. The ball sails past the boundary for runs. The laughter turns into stunned silence. She steadies herself, plays classic strokes, and soon reaches a half-century. The crowd begins to cheer reluctantly, spectator amazed. She actually knows how to play. By the end, Aisha has carried her team to victory. As she walks off, sweaty but proud, the applause is louder than the jeers. Days later, the semifinal match draws a larger crowd. News of the girl cricketer has spread. Reporters point cameras at her. Children chant her name. The opposition team, determined to defeat her, bowls aggressively. One fastball strikes her arm hard. She drops her bat in pain. Samir rushes forward, but Aisha shakes her head. Aisha grimacing, "I won't quit." She picks up the bat again. The last over arrives. Her team needs 6 runs off the final ball. The stadium holds its breath. The bowler charges in, delivering at full speed. Aisha swings crack. The ball soars high beyond the boundary for 6. The stadium explodes with cheers. Crowd chanting, "Pakistan ki Betty. Pakistan ki Betty." Tears stream down Aisha's face as her teammates lift her on their shoulders. In that moment, she was no longer just a girl with a dream. She became a symbol of possibility for millions. Clips of Aisha's 6 flood social media. Hashtags trend. Hashtag Pakistan ki beti. Hashtag girl with the bat. In Karachi, little girls play cricket with makeshift bats on rooftops, copying her stance. In Lahore, schoolgirls argue passionately about becoming cricketers instead of doctors. In Quetta, children huddle around a single smartphone, replaying her 6 television anchors debate. Anchor 1, is Pakistan ready for women to shine in cricket? Anchor 2, ready or not, Aisha Khan has forced us to notice. Aisha scrolls through messages on her phone. "You're my hero. Because of you, I picked up a bat today." Her eyes fill with hope. The ground is packed. Selectors sit in the stands, arms folded. Aisha knows this is her chance. The opposition bowlers target her mercilessly. Bouncer Yorkers sledging. Sweat pours down her face. For a moment, her hands tremble. From the boundary, Samir yells, "Coach Samir, remember, Betty, cricket is not about strength, it's about courage." She steadies herself. With flawless timing, she begins hitting shots all over the field. Cover drives, pulls, lofted six. The crowd rises with each stroke. By the end, she scores a magnificent century. Her team wins the trophy. The crowd chants her name louder than ever before. Crowd Aisha Pakistan Ki Beti. In a conference room, national selectors argue. Selector one doubtful. She's raw, no professional background. Selector to femme. Raw. Yes, but she has what many men don't, fearless spirit. Cricket needs her. The final decision is made. At home, Aisha receives the call. She listens silently, then bursts into tears. Her mother hugs her. Her father stands in the doorway, holding his old cricket cap. Father softly, with pride. "You've done what I could not. Today, I bow to my daughter." He places the cap gently on her head. That night, the family sits together. For the first time, the air is warm with pride. Hamza, once a mocker, claps her on the back. Hamza grinning. "Appy, maybe one day I'll say proudly, 'That's my sister' on TV." Aisha laughs, wiping her tears. Her father recites a quiet dua, thanking Allah. Scene 17. The international match to Karachi National Stadium roars with 30,000 voices. Green flags wave, drums beat, and chants of Pakistan's Ichol. Aisha, in her fresh green jersey, stands with her teammates as the national anthem plays. Her eyes glisten with pride. The commentator announces, making her debut today, Isha Khan, the girl who has captured Pakistan's heart. She walks onto the pitch. The first ball comes fast. She steadies, swings crack. The ball races to the boundary for runs. The crowd leaps to its feet all across Pakistan. In Karachi, girls cheer in rooftop cricket matches in Multan. Families crowd around televisions. In Gilgit, children shout at a crackling radio. With that shot, she did not just score runs. She scored hope for a nation of daughters. Little girls practicing cricket in narrow alleys. Mothers smiling as daughters play with tennis balls. Fathers proudly buying bats for their daughters. Aisha's voice overlays softly. Aisha voiceover. When a girl breaks boundaries, she doesn't walk alone. She carries the dreams of millions. Perseverance and talent can silence prejudice. And with every shot we play, we remind the world Pakistan's daughters can shine too. The screen fades with Chance Queen. Crowd, Pakistan Ki Beti, Pakistan Ki Beti.